Oh, I didn't think about any of that. Like, I didn't even know if I can make it to the PBA because no one really messaged me or inquired about me sa draft.
Mm.
It was I practiced I went to practice a Blackwater, but it was me, I think, or my agent. Then TNT texted me the day on the draft, the
Mm.
morning of the draft, to come practice with them. So that was my
Oh.
only time. That was the only time na may nag-message sa akin na PBA team to practice with them. And it
Mm.
was a day. It was on the draft day itself. So we got draft
Mm.
day at 4, then practice was at 9. So I went to
Wow.
practice there.
Mm.
So, but I didn't have the assurance that they'll get me because
Mm.
they were first round eh, first round ninth 11 pick at or
Mm.
yeah 11 pick or ninth, yeah 11th. So I
Mm.
really didn't know where I would go. So it was a blessing, and thank God I got na-pick ako ng first round. I'm so blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were great already in the first bubble na sinayangan lang kayo with Coach Mark and you lost to Hinebra. Pero you were
Yeah.
already getting minutes kahit limited lang and you
Yeah.
were finding
But
your
I was
role.
injured
Or,
just
yeah,
sa start eh. I
plantar fasciitis. Yun ba yun? I think.
I pulled my plant. I pulled it. Napunit pala. I
Yeah.
plantar fast. Yeah, I tear. There's a tear in my
Mm.
plantar. So yeah, couldn't play.
Yeah, that conference was great. Pero I'd want to talk about the following conference naman, yung mas recent, yung nanalo talaga kayo ng championship. So with Coach Chot at the helm, and you mentioned nga na you were asking if when I interviewed him before and stuff. So how did you develop that trust from him na, you ikaw na yung naging starting point guard pa nga eh. I mean, Jayson plays more pa rin siguro than you in some games. Pero ikaw na yung nagsa-start on Chris Ross or on all these players. Ikaw yung initial defender nila. Si Jayson, limited minutes hanggang playoffs. So yeah, yung trust yung curious ako yung kasi syempre sophomore ka pa lang nun.
Um, just put in the work. Like the coach has to see you put in the work in practice. I really approach practice parang game eh. Oo,
Mm.
nag-aalaga ako pero like I really put effort when it comes to practice and just gaining their trust each second they put me in.
Mm.
So even if they play me 1 minute, yung sinabi ko nga kanina, 10 seconds,
Yeah.
20 seconds, I'm gonna give my best in the 10 seconds.
Mm.
I want them to trust me on those 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Because if they can't trust me in that 1 minute, like how can I even play, right?
Mm.
If they can't trust you for the 24-second shot clock on
Yeah.
one possession, then how can they even trust you?
Mhm.
So every time that was my mentality talaga, like even if I don't play, like
Mhm.
I know at any point, at any time, you'll never know that they're gonna put you in, and once they're gonna put you in, you gotta be ready. Like I mean,
Mm.
totally ready, like 100% condition, like you going off talaga dapat. So I was just taking parang every opportunity that I can. If
Mm.
coach gives me parang time to play,
Mm.
I really put in the effort and work that needs to be done, and I want to get my job done.
Mm.
So kung ano kailangan niya sa akin, like defense, make threes. So I gotta provide that. If I can provide that, then I'm gonna sit with him on the bench. He's a professional
Yeah.
coach. Like if you don't do your job,
Mm.
you're gonna sit on the bench.
Mm.
So if we have light practice, I really put time on being ready talaga. Like I gotta stop saying like. You just cut that. I gotta put in the work. It's just
Yeah.
that weight room training because I'm young and I'm up against dudes that are 32, 33 and they're
Mm.
primes and they're big. So I want to be the strongest. I'm a point guard, but I have a goal that I want to be the strongest. I want to put in the work at gym and just being a tank out there, even if I'm a point guard.
Yeah, that's great. Like, you mentioned Drew Holiday. That's how he is. He posts up guards and he could, just turn around and
Yeah.
have like a short jumper. And that could easily, what, 8 to 10 points a game if you could get
Yes,
posted on the
sir.
block and turn around. So that's a great facet of your game that if you do master it eventually and you flourish on it. So that's great for you. And, that will be a different facet of your game that would differentiate you from the other guards in the league also. But then, yeah, moving on to the TNT thing, and you had Coach Chot. How about with off the court? Like, what do you admire about him that he has all these leadership seminars, so he knows how to motivate a unit, like to flourish as a team. It's not just individually. I think he has great communication and
Yep.
great way to make you guys fulfilled and accept your roles and flourish in your roles. So for you, what do you admire the most, and what are some stories you could share about him?
Oh, he's a great motivator. And
Mm-hmm.
he's a true, parang totoo siya eh. Like on what he says, on what,
Mm-hmm.
lahat ng sinasabi niya talaga, like, if you don't do your job, you're gonna sit down beside me. If you can make
Mm-hmm.
shots, you're gonna sit down no matter who you are. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you mess up, even if you're the vet, you're gonna hear from him.
Mm,
So it doesn't matter who you are on the team, but as long as you don't do your, basta you don't, if you don't do your job, you're gonna hear from him.
mhm,
So I really appreciate that the most. And also we have this parang system sa team, hindi naman system, pero you have this culture na I can really talk to Kuya Jason, I can talk to Kuya Ryan, Kuya Kelly. I can even call them out
mm,
if they're not doing their job, like if they're not running back on defense, like I can call them out. So
mm,
we have that culture that I can really converse to them, talk to them,
mhm.
and the culture that Coach Chot brings sa team namin sa TNT, like I really appreciate it. I love it. And it's a process pa rin eh. We're
Mm.
still not done on what we want to achieve, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, how about with Mikey and Jason Castro? I mean, they're a great tandem in the guard position. I'm pretty sure you get to defend them a lot in practice. What makes the two
Yeah.
of them so exceptional and so impressive? And especially like in the finals and the semis, they were like practically unguardable.
Mm. I mean, I only have one statement for Q Jason, best point guard in Asia. That's enough. That's
Yeah,
already enough, I think.
yeah.
And Mikey, wow, he's a special talent, and
Mhm.
di ko pa siya na-depensan sa practice eh. Not that
Oh,
much. Kasi it was sa season, like, yeah, you're gonna defend him, but not really like go at him
yeah.
talaga na hard.
Mm,
I wanted sana sa pag sa off-season, I'm looking forward pag off-season eh. Kasi like he's the top guards here in the Philippines right now, and I'm looking forward to defend him because he's really crafty with the ball, with a
mm-hmm.
pull-up, and he's really skilled.
Yeah. And you mentioned about Jason, like, yeah, he's a best point guard in Asia. And people might say na parang, hindi naman nagsasalita yan, like, hindi siya vocal leader. So, paano siya nagiging parang, what do you call this? Paano kayo nag-i-influence sa kanya? And paano niya nag-galvanize kayo? Siyempre, meron siyang style din na contrary to kumar Jimmy Alapag when he was still playing for TNT. Magkaiba sila ng style. Pero with Jason, what does he do siguro in order for you guys to be under his wing?
Oh, he's our leader. Um, Baka kala nila siguro na tahimik siya, pero when it comes to team and practice, he talks. And
Mm.
mm, I don't want to say this, but yeah. He helps me. I ask questions with him.
Mm.
We became close kasi nung sa bubble eh, since we really see each other every
Mm.
time and hanging out sa rooms na Coach Del. So
Mm.
constant conversations, and I think that built the trust. And syempre iba pag you get to know the person and on who they really are, so it's easier to talk to them. And
Mm.
yun yung maganda sa team eh. And na parang parang malambot yung feeling with one
Mm.
another. Parang ganun. Yeah. I don't know how to
Yeah. Yeah. I
describe it, but
understand.
yeah.
Yeah. How about the crucial series against San Miguel? What? what stood out from you guys, especially in Game 7 when you blew them out? Like what separated you from a powerhouse team like San Miguel, and you guys showed how much of a great team you guys were, despite them being, you could say, more talented, more star-studded.
Yeah.
But then you guys, your team aspect, you guys were different.
Yeah. Coach keeps on telling us na talent by talent, we really cannot go up against them.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of the best uh, group of talents that are
Mm-hmm.
there in the Philippines, and
Mm-hmm.
they're 5P champs, and they have June Mardin. But the
Mm-hmm.
only way for us to beat them is pag team kami. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
coach said sinabi rin ni coach namin na sometimes our best might be enough. My
Mm-hmm.
our best might not be enough in beating that
Yeah.
team, even if we do our best. So parang ganun. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just process talaga all throughout that series, watching film, motivating each other, and just really wanting to win and being a team. We had lots of struggles then, but
Oh, injuries
eventually we
like your
prevailed.
bigs, diba?
Yeah,
Your
we
bigs
didn't
got
have
injured.
bigs, but then it opened up a lot for us. Poi played well, and his
Mm-hmm.
shooting gave space to all of us, gave driving
Mm-hmm.
lanes to us, and our defense.